morning. Hi there, folks.
Hello.
Hi. That's such a lovely color on you.
Oh, thanks. I bought this shirt so that I could wear it in Utah when I was in the desert in the summer, so I didn't get sunburned.
Oh, that's fair, because the sun's really strong and there's not a lot of shade.
Yeah.
That's cool. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. I got all my breakfast stuff ready and I ate most of it, so I'm gonna finish breakfast after our live.
Okay, fair enough.
How about you?
It's been a morning already. I'm just a little sleepy.
Yeah. Oh my.
So I want to welcome some folks in, gathering, getting together. What we do typically, so we've switched our format. Typically we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday lives before an event, but this month Going Beyond the Lens is trying a new format where we have 2 events rather than 1 event. You can only see partial of my fingers. And so we've decided to switch the format also for the lives, which means that we'll do 2 lives leading up to each event. And this one I get the joy of doing with Bunny. So good morning, everyone that's joining us.
Yay. I see some friends in here already.
Yeah, I see Raquel, and I'm really terrible at technology and trying to scroll through things. I'll be the first one to admit that. I saw a post, and folks, if you haven't been able to see it, we've shared it in the Going Beyond the Lens stories. There's a picture of Bunny with their tattoos. The post has a lot of wording underneath it if you want to read it to catch up after the live. We're just going to elaborate on some of those ideas and concepts, because I thought that is such a cool and radical self-love post, and Bunny had a lot to say in it. So can I leave the floor to you? Would you like to expand on it?
Sure, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the post. I've found it honestly kind of difficult to even want to post anything on Instagram anymore, because I just don't feel like it is very accepting of me or a lot of people like me, especially anyone that posts nude things. We're constantly getting flagged or deleted and things like that. So I'm just I have a weird relationship with social media now, or I feel like I do. So it's kind of rare that I actually make posts, but I was inspired. I think it was day before yesterday to make this post. I hadn't taken any self-portraits in a really long time. I've took maybe 2 or 3 self-portrait sets in the entirety of 2020. And I actually took a few random self-portraits just with my cell phone a couple days ago. And that's one of those is what I posted on my page. Since our events this month are about self-love, I was thinking about how it is me showing myself love when I don't force myself to do things I feel like I have to post online constantly, or, I have to take some self-portraits because that's what's expected of me, or, doing things simply because you want to do them or because they're going to improve your experience or life in some way, instead of doing them because you feel like you have to, or because there's some expectation from someone else. And the self-portraits that I took were not technically amazing or anything. They were just with my cell phone. There was the fan that's in my that fan was behind my head in the photo. It was if it was up to my usual I'm taking professional photos standards, I would not have taken it that way. I would have put something behind me so that it was just blank. But I was you know what? I'm just feeling being in my body and just interacting with myself and being present with myself. And I was I don't have to put pressure on myself to make a perfect self-portrait. I can just do I can throw my phone on the bed and because I have a little ledge thing that I can lean it against, I can just put it on the bed and hit the self timer and do stuff, and I don't really care. if there's like a bunch of random things behind me, because it's not necessarily the photo that is super important to me. It's more of like the experience of taking the photo and how I feel in my body at that moment. That's the most important to me at this time.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool because what it sounds like to me that you're describing is self-love can be the process and not just the end result.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe in past, like I can't speak for you, so this is a question, maybe in past times, creating got to a point where it felt like it was an expectation and a lot of the expectation was placed on the results, and now finding joy in the process of, even if something doesn't live up to quote unquote the standard of what you could or have achieved in the past, the process is now part of self-love and journey and the whole end all be all result. So it's shifted.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Because I feel like as like human beings, none of us are ever going to be like at our final perfect stage. Like that is not something that exists from my understanding. And I feel like a lot of times, especially with the culture that we live in here in the United States, it's really easy to think about like, oh, when this and this and this and this happen, then my life will be perfect and then I'll be happy. And that's just like pushing away your potential happiness in this moment now and like expecting it to be reachable in the future after you do all these things. And I feel like that's almost like stealing your own happiness and like love of yourself away from yourself. Because if you're not being present in the moment, then you're not really here and you're just like working towards some future unknown that may never actually happen. So I found that like, yeah, the process and the journey is kind of all that really is, you know, like maybe there will be this like final perfect ending, but it's going to take a long time to get there probably. And you never know if you're actually going to get there. So you might as well enjoy the process while you're like alive and here.
Yeah, it's turning an either or, like I can work now for future into an and also. I can enjoy now and the process and learn and grow and change and also be enriched in the future.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool. I really loved that picture because the pose and the connection that you were making with the camera, whether it was a phone or not, it really shone through. And so the skill set that you have from the years of taking self-portraits and photographing other people is still present, even if it doesn't live up to a, like standard of quality. And so it still, to me, conveyed a level of artistry, even if it was in a different medium or a different format than you're typically used to using. So it can be an and also if you pay attention to the process as much as the end result.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, I still love the photo, even though I have a fan growing out of my head. Like, I still, like, it, to me, it's enough in the background and, like, I'm more lit than anything behind me, so it's not immediately obvious that there's a fan growing out of my head. But, like, yeah, even, I feel like part of me loving myself is not being hard on myself. And just like being accepting and being present and like just being with myself and like knowing that, sure, maybe this moment is like kind of crappy, but that doesn't mean that that's going to be my forever. Or like, yes, this moment is amazing and incredible, so I'm going to like relish it and like be as deep in it as I can in this moment because I don't know how long it's going to last. Like, it's all, yeah.
Like all of it, the messiness of the process. I think that's really cool. So in case you are not familiar with, you as in the general audience, our format for our shares, we on Thursday is not the right day, Saturday, are doing an art share where anyone of any medium, it could be photography, it doesn't have to be, it could be poetry, it could be audiobooks, it could be any medium of art or creativity and any quality, as Bunny has pointed out, of art making can be in there. And we give the artist typically about 3 minutes to kind of explain their process or how it relates to the topic. And then the audience gets to share what they observe or any comments that they may have. And then what else do we do?
I think the audience response, we usually try to keep it to like 2 minutes. So that way we have like 5 minutes per artist. And I think with the 5 minutes per artist, we can do, I think it was 12 artists throughout the event. So you can submit your art through the link in our bio, in like all of our bios, I think. You can sign up for the event, the link in our bio. We always share the slideshow from the event that we create to show you everybody's art. We share that slideshow with everybody on our mailing list, and everybody who signs up for the event, whether or not you can be there. So if you are like, ooh, this sounds awesome, but I'm busy on Saturday morning, or like Saturday afternoon, actually, it's not Saturday morning. So if you're busy, you can just sign up anyway, and then you'll get the slideshow of everybody's art and get to like witness their art anyway.
Yeah. So we also share the video. This is a good pointer. And as we mentioned, we can only share about 12 artists in real time, but we include the rest of the artists that submitted work in the slide that goes out to all of the groups afterwards. And we properly credit everyone so that everyone knows how to get in contact with other artists. If you're inspired by someone, feel free to reach out to them. Let's see. So this is in the link in the bio, and you can sign up for it. It's free. We're just trying to offer a service to the community in a space that feels comfortable and validating for everyone. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that we missed or you want to add, Bunny?
I super love seeing everybody's art. Like last month's event was super fun. And I really love the like variety of different art that we had that was submitted. We had paintings, we had sculptures, we had photography. What else do we have in there? I feel like there was trying to think.
There was watercolor. We've had watercolor before. We've had the audiobook before. I thought that was really awesome. Yeah. There's live performance, video of live performance. It's just been, every event for me has shown another new piece of art that surprises me. And what I love about it is maybe it's not an art medium that I would have sought out on my own. I have limited time and energy in a day. But when it's brought to me, I can then consider how does it relate to what I do? What can I learn from it? How does it shape how I see and view the world? Mm-hmm. It's just a learning experience.
Yeah. Plus, it feels really good to be in community with a bunch of other artists and just like celebrating each other's art. It's, the whole event is like, to me, really heartwarming and another way we can show love to ourselves and each other.
It's true. It's a good point. Plus, with a lot of museums being closed and COVID strict protocols, like this feels like a safe way to be able to expose myself to art and things that are outside of my sphere.
Yeah, definitely. I especially love hearing people's perspectives of their art because it puts so many more like layers of depth in the pieces of art. Like I feel like I connect with the art so much more when I know more about it from the artist who created it.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I love being able to hear folks share their process or how they see the word. So every month we have a different word that we expand upon. And this month is self-love. So if you've created work that relates or correlates to that topic, or you can share verbally how you see this fitting into the puzzle, that really adds nuance to different perspectives that are outside of my own. And as you were saying, I think that's one of the really beautiful benefits is, wow, I don't see the world that way. That's super cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
It's really nice.
I don't know if we've said like the exact day and time for the event yet. So this art share for everyone that is free. All you have to do is register at the link in our bio. It is this Saturday, the 20th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Come join us. It's in the afternoon.
Yeah, and at the very least, like we mentioned, please sign up for the event. You will get the mailer with all the folks' art in it so you can get to see it yourself, even if you're busy.
Yeah. So either way, you should sign up if you want to.
We're not telling you what to do, but do
it. We don't want to force you, but please come. It's going to be really fun.
Thank you all so much for your time this morning and your energy when we're in the group space. It's amazing. We have such a great group of artists that are so encouraging and validating. It's amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone on Saturday. And then the next, is it Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday, the 28th.
Sunday, we're having a conversation on the 28th. Thank you, buddy. And that is going to go further in depth with how the topic shows up as a theme in someone's work or how they can bring that process to their work. And I think Bunny is going to have a lot of really good, juicy things to share. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to what you have to share.
Oh. Well, thank you all for your time this morning. And like you said, check out the link in the bio.
Yeah, come join us.